Hello and welcome to the October Plexuss webinar. Thank you all for being here again. Um, I'm Chris, the Premier Support Specialist here at Plexuss, and today I'll be the host of the webinar. It's featuring our friend Rochelle Wallance from Otero Junior College. She'll be speaking about the benefits of a two-year college. I'll start out by going over the Plexuss website with you, showing you a little bit more about what you can do on the Plexuss website from your end as a student. And then I'll be passing it over to Rochelle to explain to you the benefits of a two-year college and give you more information about Otero Junior College. At the end of her presentation, you'll be able to ask questions, so feel free to direct those to the chat. If you do have any problems hearing me or hearing Rochelle, please let us know in the chat as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the Plexuss platform. So what we'll be seeing here is what happens after you sign in on Plexuss. You will come to your home page here, and this is where you'll see all the connections that colleges are trying to make with you in your My Indicators area. So as we can see, I am home on my account, and under My Indicators, we can see the number of colleges that want to recruit you, the number of colleges that have viewed your profile, and the number of colleges Plexuss recommends for you. So from this section, you can jump into any of these areas. And from this section, you can jump into your portal. You can jump into your profile to edit what schools can see about you. You can also look at your feed below to get some more information on how to get recruited, how to find college stats, how to do some research on which schools you might want to attend. So there's a lot of information here on how to find schools that you might be interested in. So the way that this system works is first you have to create your profile, which you do at the beginning once you create an account. So we can look here at your profile by clicking in this profile section. You want to make sure that you're at 30% profile completion to be able to be recruited by schools. So that means at least complete this 25% section here of personal information and some more objective financial uploads, scores, etc. So we can see in the top right corner, my profile is at 35% profile completion. So you want to make sure that that's at, again, 30% minimum. The more profile percentage that you meet, the more likely you are to get recruited by schools, and the higher chance you have of really making a connection and ending up with handshakes at schools you're interested in being recruited by. So for the personal information, we can scroll down here and see the name, country, city, state, education level, etc. We do highly encourage you to enter your Skype information here. You can message colleges once they're interested in recruiting you. Once you reach a handshake with a college, they'll be able to send you a Skype message. That's a great way to keep in contact. We also highly advise entering your phone number. If you do want to receive text messages from colleges, this is a great way to do so. Make sure that that information's uploaded correctly, and then you're going to be able to be recruited by schools. As we move down here, we can see objective information, what you're interested in, degree, what your dream job would be. So make sure that you go ahead and edit this information to be accurate. Financial information is also important to make sure this is accurate, to know which type of universities and colleges you're able to attend. If you do have any uploads that you're interested in adding to your profile, this is an area you do so. Transcript information is great. Resume, cover letter, portfolio. Just go ahead and click on this upload button to upload those documents. Again, the more information you have on your profile, the better chances you'll have of getting recruited by colleges and universities in the United States as well as internationally. So for your grades section, make sure you enter your GPA. We do give you tools to convert your local GPA to the American GPA if you are an international student. We do highly recommend that you add your Toefl or IELTS scores in this section, as well as SAT, ACT, if you have a chance to take those as well. As we continue down, we can see accomplishments. If you do want to add any extra information about yourself, we do recommend doing so just to get to that profile percentage, as keep it as high as you can. Moving on to your portal, this is going to be an important place for where you're going to manage all the relationships you have with schools on Plexuss. So we can see here, I've made a handshake in my list with Columbia University in the city of New York. If I want to learn some quick facts about them, just click on this quick facts link here, and it'll show us the out-of-state tuition, student body size, acceptance rate, etc., average test scores. And if I wanted to send a direct message to the Columbia University representative, I would just click on this message envelope here, and this would allow me to send a direct message to Columbia and to ask them questions, get more information about how to apply. So you can learn some great information from Columbia University or whatever other colleges that you make handshakes with by coming to your portal, opening your list, and clicking on that message envelope there. As we scroll down, as we move down this list on the left side of the screen here, we'll see Liberty University, which I've had some conversations with in the past on my account. These are all the previous messages that I've had with different schools. So if you do want to engage with colleges, send back and forth messages, this is where all those messages are going to be held in this messages section. We can see that the categories are shown if you click on these three lines up top here. As we move down to the recommended by Plexuss area, we can see the schools that Plexuss recommends to me based upon my profile, what other types of schools I'm interested. And so based upon their information about the University of Kansas, if I wanted to see more about the University of Kansas, I would just click on that link and it would take me to the University of Kansas school page here. If I wanted to see, for example, their admissions information, just click on this admissions link, rankings, stats, overview, etc. So there's a lot of information that you can get about each school on Plexuss. You can either go through your portal and see the recommended schools, or you can also do college searches on the system as well. So I'll show you how to do that in just a second. But if we jump back to your portal, if you're interested in University of Kansas, Wake Forest, if you see schools in your recommended by Plexuss section that you're interested in, go ahead and click yes, and a message will be sent to these universities and letting them know that you're interested in being recruited by them. If they're interested in you as well, they can accept your interest and you'll enter into a handshake, and that school will show up in your list. So as we move down here, we can see the schools that want to recruit you. So these are schools that have reached out to me saying they're interested in my profile and want to talk to me more about coming to Point University, Western Oregon University, etc. So if I was interested in these schools as well, I'd go ahead and click yes, and they would automatically be moved into my list as a handshake. So the difference between schools that want to recruit you is that they've reached out to me expressing interest in my profile, whereas the recommendations by Plexuss are the ones that Plexuss thinks are a best fit for me. We can also see colleges that viewed your profile. None have viewed mine recently. And we can also see the trash where we've removed schools from our list. So moving on to the college section here, we can see find colleges, ranking, and compare colleges. This allows us to figure out to go ahead and find which schools we want to get some more information about and connect with on Plexuss. So I'm going to click that top link there to go to find colleges. So we can see here you can search colleges by state, city, zip code, degree type, and there are more filters if you click on this more filters link here. We can battle schools. We can choose schools that we want to compare in this section. For this example, we can see if we're interested in going to school in California, and we're looking for a degree type of bachelor's degree, and we're interested in a large city environment. Just keep scrolling down. You can see you can move this bar to specify the size of the undergraduate class, the acceptance rate, etc. So if we scroll down to the bottom and just click on search, this will come up with all the schools that meet my search requirements. And from here, if I wanted to get more information about these schools, I would just click on their name or the school's name to open up the school's page. and get some more information about them. So make sure you do use these college search options here. Really helps you get a sense of where you want to go to school and what schools are on the Plexuss platform. Moving on to the quad section here, this is going to help you just get some more information generally about schools. You can come here to see college news, information generally about different videos of colleges that have been posted on Plexuss. So this section does give you some good information. If you wanted to see more information about Hofstra University, just click on this video here and it'll play a video with just more information about any of these schools that are shown on the quad. You make sure that you do check out our upgrade option here by clicking on this link. It's going to show us what we get if we decide to upgrade as a student on Plexuss. So you can either spend $100 per year or $10 per month, and you get a lot of benefits here if you do want to upgrade your account. So you get all the basic features of Plexuss, which include a premium badge. So colleges will see that you're a premium student on Plexuss, which gets you in more publicity basically on the site. As we move down here, we can see that your degree and financial information are verified, so schools know that your information is accurate on Plexuss. You get a featured profile, so you get instant recommendations to all colleges that match your interests. So we set you up with schools that match based on your profile information. And you also receive up to 30 minutes of free advice from college experts. So with that, I will be passing this over to Shelly, so she can tell you a little bit more about Otero Junior College. So let me go ahead and pass that on to her now. If you do have any questions, feel free to show those post those in the chat, and I'll be responding to those soon. So let me go ahead.
Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, Shelly.
Good, good.
Thank you. So Shelly will be presenting on Otero Junior College, so go ahead and take it away.
All right. Hello, everyone. As Chris said, I'm Shelly Wallance from Otero Junior College in La Junta, Colorado. I've been at OJC for 7 years now, but I've been in international education for over 20 years. I've spent 4 years at I've spent years at public institutions, at private institutions, 4 years and 2-year schools. So that's the background I'm coming from and what I'm hoping to share with you today. Okay, so enough about me. Let's talk about the benefits of a 2-year college, or what I like to call the junior and community college option. Let's start with what we are talking about when we say a 2-year college. They are associate degree granting institutions offering general education and introductory level courses that can transfer to institutions across the U.S. and specialize in programs and offer specialized programs like nursing that prepare students for the workforce or to transfer to a bachelor's degree program. In addition to associate degrees, they offer specialized certificates in phlebotomy, community health worker, applied business technology, and more. There's often a misunderstanding of what a 2-year college is, so let's also touch on what it is not. It is not a secondary school or high school or a preparatory school. While we do offer English classes and math classes that are designed to support those that are not ready for the college level math and English, these are to support the associate's degree that they are learning. They are not a part of the degree. They do not transfer. These are called developmental courses and help get you to that college level course. All courses that the students take are college level and post-secondary level. Also, while we share a common line for completion, two-year colleges do not offer graduate level programs or professional school degrees like medical school or law school. We offer biology, we offer anatomy and physiology, and other courses that students pursuing a career in medicine would need to provide a foundation and prepare for admission into a medical school, but they are at the undergraduate level. As you can see from the figure here, master, doctoral, and professor degrees are taken after a bachelor's degree. So now that we have covered what a two-year college is and is not, let's talk about the benefits of starting your undergraduate education at a two-year college. Perhaps the main reason that more and more students are starting their academic careers at two-year schools is that they are often half the cost of four-year colleges. To give you a better idea of the savings of taking your first 2 years of your academic program at a two-year school, I've put together this little comparison chart with Otero Junior College, which is a two-year junior college in La Junta, Colorado, where I work, and 3 different four-year institutions in different states. As you can see, costs vary greatly by institution, but it is clear that the student can complete their 2-year associate's degree program at Otero Junior College for less than what it would cost to take a full academic year at these and most four-year institutions. So basically, you're getting 2 years for the price of one, which is a pretty good bargain. The second benefit that I'd like to highlight is that two-year colleges are open enrollment institutions. That means students who meet the minimum requirements can start their degree in a supportive environment that is designed to meet students where they are and help them to adjust to college life and academics. These requirements include completion of a secondary or high school education, a minimum language ability that allows students to be successful at a college where the level of English is necessary to be taught, where basically the classes are taught in English, so you have to have enough English to understand what's going on. You also have to show proof of funds demonstrating that you have enough money to cover a minimum of 1 year of expenses associated with your programs. This is an immigration regulation and will be the same pretty much across the board, though the costs will differ. Like Otero Junior College, most also require a copy of the student's passport. This is to ensure that your name and your date of birth that we put on the I-20 matches what's in your enrollment records and on your passport, so that everything is in agreement, and so you have less issues. Otero and other two-year colleges also will sometimes waive the application fee for international students to make it easier for students from diverse backgrounds to apply. Benefit 3 that I'll highlight are the special and unique opportunities at two-year institutions. For example, at Otero Junior College, there are plus sessions for classes like biology, chemistry, and other classes that are typically more challenging, where you work with a tutor through the subject of the class. For mathematics, there's a math lab. For English, a reading and writing lab, where students can go to complete and get assistance from tutors with papers, essays, and other homework at no charge to the student. Professors' primary role here is teaching, and they welcome students during office hours to seek assistance. Every 4 weeks, we also have grade checks. This is where students' grades are reported, and during week 5, we have one-on-ones. We go over what's going on, offer advice and connections to students who may be struggling academically. Transfer assistance is also provided by student services, by coaches, and academic advisors to help locate opportunities for transfer to reach students' career and academic goals. Personal development comes in the form of opportunities to participate in on-campus organization, in campus events, in athletics across the board. Students can join in and develop these transferable skills like leadership, flexibility, organization, time management, and more. These will benefit them regardless of their field of study. In addition, there are opportunities to present and share and introduce your home culture to others, allowing you to be an ambassador for your institution, your country, and culture. Career development opportunities will include things like vocational courses or programs that add special skills to your resume, like phlebotomy for those who are going into nursing, pre-medicine or medical tech programs. Programs like STEM offer job shadowing and internship opportunities. Finally, for those who complete an associate's degree plan, you also have the opportunity to apply for OPT, optional practical training, upon completion. This can give you an extra year to work off campus and put your education to use and try your hand at different specialties before transferring to complete your bachelor's degree, at which time you can apply for a second year of optional practical training. Number 4 on our benefits list is the campus atmosphere at a two-year college. Class sizes are small. They give students more one-on-one consideration with professors who, again, their primary responsibility is to teach. As we talked about before, there's also a strong atmosphere of support, offering everything from free tutoring services to academic coaching and guidance. There are a variety of opportunities to get involved both on and off campus. At Otero Junior College, we work with various campus and community organizations, individuals, and families to give our students a chance to connect and experience more than just American college life. You can share your culture and get to know the real America. International athletes may also find unique opportunities to strengthen their athletic skills while getting a great education and giving them a chance to enter the American college athletic arena. Finally, at number 5, while we do require an intermediate level of English, two-year colleges also offer international students who may not quite meet the language requirements for admission to a 4-year school the chance to take developmental courses in English that are designed to prepare you for the college level English. These courses count towards the 12 credit hour minimum for full-time status, but do not count toward the student's grade point average or your associate degree plan, and they will not transfer to a 4-year institution. At Otero Junior College, these classes include CCR 092, which is a 5 credit hour course that focuses solely on developing the student's English ability, CCR 093 and 094, which are paired with college level courses, either English or other general education course, which allows you to focus your development on or around a particular subject and provides extra assistance you need to complete the college level English. In addition to these courses, many two-year colleges offer special programs like conversation partners, friendly families, or conversation tables to help their students develop their conversation skills outside as well as inside the classroom. Okay, so having talked about the benefits, I also think it's important to include some of the challenges that might face students choosing a pathway. The main challenge is due to simply the extra step of transferring credits. So let's talk about what you need to know. First, your two-year college needs to be accredited. What this means is that a board, like the Higher Learning Commission, has done an intensive evaluation of the institution's academic program to ensure that the standard and courses provided meet the standard of higher education across the U.S. So that while the course may be different from institution to institution or professor to professor, What you leave the course with is on the level with other U.S. institutions. Second, if you don't have a particular institution that you're planning to transfer to upon completion of your degree, you need to follow the Articulation Agreement for your field of study. An articulation agreement is generally created between institutions or a group of institutions to allow for the smooth transfer of credits between those schools. For example, the Colorado Community College system, of which Otero Junior College is a part of, has an articulation agreement with the majority of the state universities and colleges across Colorado that allows for a guaranteed transfer in a particular field if students follow the degree plan for that field of study. The great part is that while in general these degree plans are negotiated and developed state to state, the same degree plans allow for transfer to institutions across the U.S. as well as with minimal challenges. They are composed of guaranteed transfer courses which are standard across the U.S. Still confused? Let me show you how it works. At Otero Junior College or another two-year school, you will take your general education requirements. These are courses in English and communication, arts and humanities, social and behavioral science, history, physical science, and mathematics. These are the backbone of the U.S. liberal arts education system. You'll also take 15 to 25 hours of courses that provide the foundation in your field of study. This will total 60 plus credit hours, and you will receive your associate's degree. At your transfer school, you will take the upper level courses, junior and senior level, in your field of study to complete your degree. These will also total about 60 plus hours, and you'll receive your bachelor's degree. Let's look at it practically. This is the Otero Junior College degree plan with the business articulation. This is for any student that is entering any specialty in the business arena. As you can see, there are specific courses that students need to take to set themselves up for transfer. These include public speaking, economics, college algebra, and survey of calculus, as well as accounting, business communication, business statistics, and more business-focused classes. Your transcript is sent to your prospective schools you wish to transfer to. I choose my alma mater, the University of Southern Indiana, for this demonstration. They look at the courses taken and they decide what each course will transfer to. Business 226 is business statistics at Otero Junior College. So they transferred in for the business statistics course at their institution, which at the University of Southern Indiana is Econ 265. Philosophy 112 is ethics at Otero Junior College, which is philosophy 201 at the University of Southern Indiana. This continues for all your courses. What can't be transferred in as specific courses for general education or your field of study comes in as electives. And here's what it looks like. The pink are courses that transfer directly for specific courses in the degree plan. The yellow are additional courses that will transfer from OJC to USI if you decide to take them. As you can see, all 60 credit hours of the OJC business articulation transferred. This allows the student to focus on the remaining 60 hours of their degree plan, composed primarily of upper level courses in their field of study. Now that we have covered the challenge of transferring, let's talk about the second biggest challenge for all students, paying for your education. Financial aid for undergraduate students is limited. Why? Public institutions, including most if not all two-year schools, are what are called state schools. This means that the majority of the funding for the institution comes from the state, and there are restrictions that prohibit the use of those funds to provide scholarships to non-U.S. citizens. However, some institutions, like Otero Junior College, raise funds independently especially to support partial scholarships for international students. These vary in amount from $250 a semester to $2,000 a year. These may require, as they do at OJC, students have completed a minimum of 12 to 24 credit hours to be eligible. Sometimes there are scholarships like the Premier Agricultural Scholarship or the Steve Simpson's Theater Scholarship at Otero Junior College that are institutional scholarships that are funded by different sources, raising efforts that do not have a U.S. citizenship requirement to apply. These are also open to international students. Finally, excuse me, Finally, there are outside scholarships that are not affiliated with a particular institution, like the Rotary International Scholarship or the Ayn Rand Foundation Essay Contest Scholarship, that'll vary greatly in amount and requirements, but do not require U.S. citizenship to apply. It is up to you, as the student, to seek out and determine what opportunities you might qualify for. All of these scholarships will have particular deadlines, and most will require an essay and application to be considered. So please keep this in mind when applying, to complete the full application and provide the appropriate essay or supplemental materials so that your application can be considered. Athletic scholarships may also be a source of funding. The big difference with athletic scholarships are that they're completely determined by the coaches, who often seek out students rather than having students apply for them. This can make it a bigger challenge for international students to be discovered. So what should you do if you're an athlete seeking an international or seeking a scholarship? Number one, complete the prospective player survey. This gets your information in front of coaches who ultimately make the decision. If the basketball coach is looking for a strong center and he knows that's your position, he's more likely to look at your video, talk to your coaches, and more. If he has 3 centers on the team but needs a forward, he'll look more closely at those players. Number 2, provide your video footage. If you're a golfer, show your swing in different situations. If you're a soccer player, focus on highlights of you in a game on the pitch. You want to show them the kind of player that you are. Number 3, put your former coaches in touch with the coach looking at you. Let them talk about what you have contributed to your current team. If your coach doesn't speak English, the coach sometimes calls on the international office to help out with the translation. So don't be afraid to give them those contacts. Otero Junior College participates in NJCAA Region 9 athletics with teams for men in baseball, basketball, golf, rodeo, soccer, wrestling, and for ladies in softball, basketball, golf, rodeo, soccer, and volleyball. Nearly half of our international students are also athletes. Some are with scholarship and some are without. If you're looking for an athletic scholarship, remember you are asking them to invest in your abilities. So give them something tangible to see how you would fit on the team. On-campus employment may be another option to help you financially. F1 students are allowed by immigration to work up to 20 hours per week on campus. This may mean a job with the physical plant, food service, excuse me, or campus office. Excuse me, sorry. However, not all schools, 2 or 4-year schools, can provide opportunities for international students to work, as federal work-study programs, which provide funding assistance to American students, often take priority. At Otero Junior College, we offer international students limited opportunities to work on campus. Students with a 3.0 in their first semester are eligible to apply for a job from the student hourly positions on campus through the international office. These offer 50 hours a semester, student hourly employment, which totals about $400 a semester, or up to 100 hours a semester in the third and fourth semesters, which total about $800 a semester. These opportunities are intentionally based on the student's academic performance. Work is a privilege. Your primary purpose is to get an education. While this is not enough to cover all educational expenses, it can help with books, insurance, or just providing some pocket money for eligible students. Finally, there is the international student loan. In some countries, there are loan opportunities for study abroad. The criteria will vary greatly by country and field of study, so I can't provide a great bit of detail on these opportunities, only to mention it may be something at a last chance to pursue. There's also a few opportunities to get loans from American sources, like Sallie Mae. However, these typically require an American cosigner and have very little flexibility in terms. Know and understand what you are signing before you take out a loan so that you can be prepared when the time comes to start repayment. The final challenge I want to talk about today is with housing. Otero Junior College is rather special in this respect, as we offer two different styles of on-campus housing, the traditional residence hall and the dorm. Or residence hall and the suite style, where there are two sets of rooms that share a common bathroom. Personally, I recommend international students start in the residence hall. The reason why is because you meet a lot of people living in the dorm. It makes it easier to get adjusted to college life. But the suite style does give students a little more privacy, but it does cost a little more per semester. A lot of two-year schools don't have on-campus housing at all, or like OJC, there are age limits. To help students out with this, most without on-campus housing or with age limits will offer assistance locating appropriate housing off-campus. If you are renting off-campus housing, make sure that you read your agreement completely and understand your obligations. What is included in the rent? Is water and sewage and all that included? Is Wi-Fi included? When is rent due? And make sure that you know about any add-ons like a damage deposit. As we wind down this presentation, I want to take the opportunity to highlight my two-year institution, Otero Junior College, and give you the opportunity to hear from our students about their two-year college experience.
Being an OJC international athlete is a great privilege and honor. A lot of people actually know you in the community. It's good, it's a good experience coming here. I really do enjoy learning more about this culture and experiencing another culture.
Every teacher at OJC, they try to help every student, no matter where she's from, academic excellence, does he do good or bad, no matter what, they try to help him.
Well, the best thing about OJC, you actually get to learn a lot. They make it really easy because, as I've already mentioned, the classrooms are small, the professors are really nice, they're helpful, and you can actually get an education here. And it's quiet, it's a good environment for learning. It's nice overall.
And in our class, everyone is very helping. And first day when I come, and I feel I am very worried about how I survive here, but here teaching staff and everyone is very good and not looking at anyone. If we face any condition, they help me in how to face this condition, and they tell me how to withstand this condition. They don't laugh and they don't criticize with me.
International practice is really cool, and it's my first time to study in that state, so there's a lot of trouble or anything else I can do, but they always help me to how to do it. There's a lot of engineering students in here, and sometimes we are share the culture or something like that. They share with each other, so it's a good experience for me.
I love the staff here. Staff are willing to put in so much time with you. If you don't understand something, if you need help with your work, if you're not doing so well in your classes, the staff really do make such a difference here. We have enough time for submission dates. I like being here at OJC because it's such a small junior college that you get a lot of one-on-one work with your teachers. There's a lot of help with tutoring, and you've got so much opportunity to excel here and get good grades.
As I bring my presentation to a close, I want to thank you all for tuning in and invite you to stop by for a chat with myself and Taylor, one of our wonderful students from Otero Junior College, at our regular chats, Monday through Thursday from 1:30 to 2:30 Mountain Standard Time. And I think that it's time for questions. And I will turn it back over to Chris.
Hi, Shelley. Thank you so much. That was a great presentation.
Thank
Very
you.
informative. And so, yeah, now it's time for questions. If any of you have questions, please direct them to the chat. I did see some previously in the chat, so we're going to go over those. But at this time, if you do have any questions and you'd like to direct them to Shelley or I, please do so in the chat. But looking back at the chat earlier, we saw people were asking about tuition prices. I know you did cover that in your presentation, but if you could go over that briefly again for people that may have joined later, that would be great.
Of course. It's going to vary from institution to institution, so not all two-year colleges are the same. So I'm going to share about OJC specifically. Our classes are $234.40 per credit hour. What that actually ends up being in tuition and fees per year, it's about $7,640. And that's tuition and fees alone. Room and board is going to cost around $6,500 or $6,500, and insurance is about $800 per year, and books is about $500 per semester or $1,000 per year. So that's where the $1,600 comes in for.
Perfect. And there's a couple of questions about IELTS and Toefl scores. Can you speak a little bit about that? Whether they're mandatory or not, what the range of scores is needed for Otero Junior College?
For the Toefl score, what we require, and actually what most junior colleges require that have developmental classes, is a 45 or a 46 on the Toefl, on the internet-based Toefl. If you're taking a paper-based Toefl, it's about 450. On the IELTS score, it's usually, we require a 5.0. Some schools require a 5.5 that are two-year schools. But in some cases, students can't get to a testing center and don't have that opportunity. So what we've done at Otero Junior College is we've developed a English proficiency interview. And basically we set up an interview date on Skype. It's a video interview. So you must have a webcam and internet access. And I send the student articles to read, and we go over those. And we do some speaking exercise. I have them watch a video and I ask them questions about that, and I have them write a short essay. So those things that you would need to do in a normal classroom in order to be successful in that class. And that's really what we're looking to make sure. If you are from a native English-speaking country or from a where you took a high school, all your high school was taught in English, we can also waive your English language requirement based on your high school transcripts, but we need to verify that your school, the primary language of instruction at your high school was English.
Wow, it seems like you're doing a lot to help students come
Yeah,
from
we try to
any
meet
background.
students where they are. Yeah.
That's great. And I did see a couple questions about engineering degrees. Wondering if there's a pathway from Otero to your junior college to receive a 4-year engineering degree. Is that something that's available?
For mechanical, civil, and even electrical engineering, there are foundation courses that you'd have to take, and those are offered here. The foundations in math and physics and chemistry are the primary ones that you would take here at OJC. There are not engineering specific classes, save like the CAD class, which is computer aided drafting class for civil engineering. There are not computer engineering courses, however. So if you're a computer engineer, I'm sorry, we wouldn't be a good fit for you. But for the mechanical, the civil, and electrical engineering, we can offer those courses to get you started and lay the foundation for what you would need to transfer to a 4-year school to get your BA, or to a school like the Colorado School of Mines is one of the best engineering schools in the U.S. and to lay the foundation for what you need there. The Calc 2, the Calc 3, differential equations, those kinds of courses.
Great. And kind of along the same line, what are some schools that students from Otero usually transfer to? Are there more popular schools located in Colorado as well, or are they kind of going wherever their training takes them?
A lot of them will transfer to various places across the country. I wouldn't say there's one particular school that we pipeline students to or anything like that. They're going all over. I've had students transfer to Michigan, California, Florida. I have a student in Texas right now, one in Connecticut that are former graduates, several in California. So they're really going where they see the best opportunity. Sometimes that's scholarship, sometimes that's program specific. For example, I have a student right now who is working on her degree in animation and illustration, and she did art here, but she's going to different places in California and looking at opportunities there while she's on her optional practical training and working as well. So it's a great opportunity to kind of add in more options.
Awesome. Yeah, and there's a couple questions here. Let's see. Any place for PC supporters and programmers? So is Otero really focused on that sort of computer programming, or you said that might not be the best option for those individuals?
Correct. Unfortunately, we can give you all of the general education requirements for those programs. What we can't offer you is programming classes. Those classes, we do offer them online, but that kind of class is not, I feel personally, for anybody, I think you need to be in person for those kinds of classes. Sorry. So I think it is rather critical to find a school that fits you, and Otero Junior College might not be the best option for those wanting to go into a computer-based field. I wish we had more options, but we don't.
And if students want to get some more information about Otero Junior College, you can obviously check out the Plexuss page. And after this webinar is complete, you'll be taken to the Otero Junior College Plexuss website after you complete a quick survey, so that you can give us some feedback about how this went. But if you have any questions for Shelly, you can go ahead and click the Get Recruited button on the Otero Junior College school page on Plexuss. And is there any other areas you'd like school students to visit to get some more information just about courses you offer?
You can go to our website, www.ojc.edu, and if you look under academics and programs, on the left-hand side of your screen, you can see the various program options that are available there. And definitely feel free to contact us. I guess if you want to email us, you can do that as well at international@ojc.edu, and we will do our best to get back to you as soon as possible.
Perfect. Do you have anything else before we close the webinar?
I would say don't give up on your dreams. If your dream is to study abroad or your dream is to enter into college, go for it. You can become anything that you wish. It just takes a lot of hard work. I know finances is a big problem for a lot of students, and for my last bit of advice for those is do a lot of searching. It can be a lot of work to find different opportunities, but don't give up and keep looking at read up on what the requirements are, up on what exactly can fit. Don't shy away from a smaller scholarship, because if you keep adding them on, they're going to add up to quite a lot at the end of the day.
That's great advice. And thank you for everyone for joining us today. I'll send you a video of this webinar so you can watch it and share it with anyone you'd like. And we'll have another webinar next month that'll feature Charlie from Tennessee Technical College. So feel free to go on Plexuss when you're done with this webinar, do some research on different schools. You'll be able to check out Otero Junior College and get in contact with Shelly through there if you're interested in asking her some more questions through Plexuss. And have a great rest of your week. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.